All right, well, it's happening, everybody. Welcome to GSR Gonzo Sports Room, Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by OG Tony and Justin Terrell. Big Glenn was out here, but he jumped off for a second. I'm sure he'll be back. He probably
He'll
have
be back in a minute.
He
a little technical.
gold.
He got excited. He'll be back. Uh, guys, let's jump right into some NFL. Man, a lot of NFL
Woo!
stuff.
Yeah, I got excited. All right.
Woo!
Yeah. Monday went crazy, man, in
Super
NFL.
loud.
But we are going to mention had some news just break here a little bit ago that the Ravens backed out of the Max Crosby deal. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. They said he didn't pass. Said he didn't pass the physical.
Yeah, I saw
So
somewhere that his knees are probably shot or something like that, which honestly wouldn't surprise me.
yeah, that's going to be
I
interesting.
didn't
To see
hear.
what
I didn't
happens.
hear about the. I didn't hear about the knee being shot. I heard that there was, and there's rumors about everything. I heard there was rumors that when he did his drug test, he got tested for he tested positive for fentanyl.
Ooh,
Really?
yeah, that ain't good.
Yeah, yeah. I just heard he didn't pass his
So
physical.
he
So
didn't
it's going to
pass
be
his
interesting.
physical, and the rumor has it is had he tested positive for fentanyl.
That's interesting. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on that. See what happens with him. Let's go through some stuff. And speaking of the Raiders, man, they spent $281 million doing this free agency. The Tennessee Titans spent $270 million. So they weren't messing around, neither one of those guys. Some other news also. We'll go. Let's jump into the Raiders real quick. Of course, I did have down that they traded Max Crosby to Baltimore, but that's no longer. But they did get a really good center, Tyler Linderbaum, from I believe from Baltimore. Yeah, I believe he was their center. And I think that's a big pickup for them. They picked up a couple of linebackers and Quay Walker and N'Kobe Dean. They got a wide receiver, Jalen Naylor. They got defensive tackle. I think he's an end, actually, Quiddy Payne. Didn't he play for the
For
Colts, Chris, I
Yep,
believe?
yep, that's
Yep,
correct.
yep, yep.
Also, or OG Tony.
They got cornerback Eric Stokes. They got defensive end Michael Kuntz, and they traded for cornerback Teron Johnson. So they picked up a lot of players. Chris, what do you think about what the Raiders did in free agency and trades?
Oh no, I've liked what the Raiders have done so far. Getting a center was a big deal. They have to get that offensive line right, especially if if you're bringing in a rookie quarterback. I don't know if they plan on him playing this year or not. I've heard that their plan is to draft him, but to try to set him a season. Uh, so we'll see what they do there. But no matter who you have at quarterback, you got to get the offensive line right. They are trying to get weapons at receiver as well. Uh, the main thing is what's going to happen with this Crosby thing. Are they going to end up trading him somewhere else, or are they going to end up having him? Because that can affect your cap money as
Yep.
well. Which they had a lot of cap room, a whole lot of cap room this year, so that shouldn't affect them too much. It'd be interesting to see, like, if we ever find out the truth why the Ravens backed out of the deal. Uh, you know how it is nowadays. Like Justin was saying, and Glenn were saying, you hear rumors and you don't know what's true.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if the truth comes out and if we ever know exactly what happened. But it had to be something because usually once a deal's announced like that, I know they can't become official for a couple of days or whatever, and anything can happen. But usually when a deal's announced, it ain't very often that if that it doesn't happen. Because I mean, most of these guys don't announce these deals unless they know it's done.
Yep.
So it'd be interesting. I know the Detroit Lions were really in on trying to get Crosby, so this might open it up that the chance for the Lions to try to get him. But a lot of it's going to depend what caused him to fail that physical. That's going to be the big thing on, and if any other teams are going to even be in the mix for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be something serious, and it could be something not serious at all. But to me, for the Ravens to back out of it, it had to be something that a pretty big deal.
I would think so. What do you think, Justin, about the Raiders?
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of the moves that the Raiders going to do. I mean, we look at the situation when you go back to how the Colts were when Peyton Manning got injured and on his way out, and they were looking to draft Andrew Luck and kind of start the new culture of the Colts. Um, their goal was to basically re-sign Peyton Manning and then have Andrew Luck sit behind him for a year. But Peyton was like, no, he's the number one guy. You're not supposed to sit the number one guy. So it'll be interesting to see if the Patriots actually do that, or not Patriots, the Raiders. My bad. It'll be curious to see if the Raiders actually do that, especially because they just got rid of Geno Smith. But they're definitely up the off the line, which it's good because then Mendoza can actually make his reads and make the correct pass or correct audible if he needs to, because he's going to have that time to be able to read with the upgraded offensive line and with the whole Max Crosby thing. It'd be curious to see. It could be a minor thing. Maybe he was just overweight out of football shape because he was hurt, and then maybe he's just trying to find his way out, and then forgot about, hey, I need to get in football shape now because as soon as I got traded, I had to take a physical, and that happened. So they'd be curious to see what happens with there. Heck, they might keep him now, or they might be convinced to stay with the upgrades they got. So, I'm pretty curious to see where it goes.
Okay, and Big Glenn.
Honestly, not surprised that the deal ended up having to back out. I'm not sure where he's going to end up now. He may end up back with the Raiders, but the team might take a chance on him and get it for cheap. So.
That could be a possibility too. A team may get him cheaper if they take him. So that could,
watch he'll end up with the Chiefs.
You never know. You never know. Speaking of the Chiefs, let's talk a little bit about the Kansas City Chiefs. Travis Kelce's back; he is returning, and they have a big pickup in a running back, Kenneth Walker III. Guys, I thought that was a great pickup for Kansas City. I think that helps them a lot. I'd like that pickup. Some people think they overpaid for him, but he is the Super Bowl MVP. Chris, your thoughts on Kenneth Walker going to Kansas City?
Oh, I think it's a great move for Kansas City. If you look at their biggest problem the last couple of years, has been they couldn't run the ball. They've had a top 10 defense the last couple of seasons, but their offense has kind of let them down. And the main reason I think their offense had struggled was they just couldn't get no signs of a consistent run game at all. You're bringing in a guy, a proven back in Walker. I mean, he Super Bowl MVP for the Seahawks last year. So, and they really didn't have to break the bank for him either. I think they're paying him around what, $14 million a year or something like that, which isn't a terrible price either. So I think it's a great deal for Kansas City. That it's a need that they really needed, and you're getting Kelce back. You add him in the backfield. I think it's a great move for them. And for Walker, I think it's a solid move for him. I mean, you're leaving Seattle, but you're going to another team that's usually always competitive to try to be competing for playoff Super Bowl. So,
yeah. Hey, we got some breaking news out of the NBA. We just had the second all-time points in the game set tonight by Bam Adebayo at 83 points tonight.
Damn.
Yeah, 82. That's insane.
That is insane. I like to pick up. I don't know why, if Seattle could have got him for 14, 15 million a year, why Seattle didn't keep him. Personally, I mean, I know I did see some people felt like, oh, they overpaid for him. I don't think so. I think he's that damn good. He has had some issues with health at times, but last year was pretty good for the most part. I I think he's a great back. He's tough to bring down. Once he hits that line, he breaks tackles. That's something Kansas City ain't had for a long time. I think it's a great pickup for Kansas City, and it could change their direction. Big Glenn, what do you think?
I like it, but I don't like it because I know that's going to make Kansas City so much better. Obviously,
Yeah.
I honestly think that they're going to be back in the Super Bowl. Obviously, with them getting Kenneth, and I mean, so much for the Patriots getting back to the promised land. So
Yeah. And Justin, what do you think?
Well, finding out that Big Lynn's a Patriots fan kind of makes me upset.
Well,
no, I'm
it
not.
changes week to week.
No, I'm not a Patriots fan. I was shitting on them, thinking it's funny, you know. Yeah.
It didn't sound like it.
He's a Cowboy fan.
He's not one of those.
He's a Colts and a Cowboy fan, but the reason he was on New England's balls a little bit, he's a Frankie fan.
Okay.
I don't even fuck with the Patriots, man. I can't stand their ass.
Oh Lord.
Fuck New England. Fuck New England. Fuck Boston.
Anyways,
fuck Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Anyways, as much as it's a very good move, I hate it because I'm not a big Chiefs fan. Like we get the Colts fans and the NFL. You had to deal with the Patriots dynasty for all those years. Now you had the Chiefs made their run and we finally got rid of them, and now very very well they could be coming back. No, on an unbiased opinion, I think it's a great move for them. They've always the last several years they've lacked the running back play. That's a big thing they've been. They've lacked. $15 million a year is not a bad deal, especially when you're getting the Super Bowl MVP. I can't wait to see how Kenneth Walker is used there. He's going to be used very, very well, almost like Kareem Hunt in one of the Super Bowl runs. And so it's going to be pretty exciting to see how he matches up with them. But I would like to see them get another maybe. If not a number one wide receiver, somebody that could be a decent one or two, like an AJ Brown, maybe trade for an AJ Brown. But yeah, other than that, the Kenneth Walker deal was definitely a very, very good move.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, let's talk a little bit Indianapolis Colts, guys. They got Pierce. He's staying there. They paid him a lot of money. Daniel Jones, I know they've got him tagged in that one tag, but I guess they're trying to work out a deal. I had heard he wanted $50 million a year. I think maybe he's on the crack. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
$50 million a year. I mean, he had a great start last year, but then he got hurt. I mean, it sounds like they was trying to pay him around 35 million or some around that amount, kind of compared to the quarterback that's with Seattle now, about that kind of deal. And he wanted more. So I don't know. Chris, what do you think about Daniel Jones and Alex Pierce?
I think it worked out about what the Colts was thinking. A lot of people thought as soon as they didn't tag Pierce, he was gone, but they were able to sign him. We lost Pittman, which I kind of figured was going to happen. Yeah. I think they're going to end up working out a deal with Jones. I don't think it's going to be no $50 million. I think them are just kind of some bullshit rumors. I think we offered him around $30 million a year, kind of like what Sam Darnold got, and he was trying to get a little bit more than that. And that's why he didn't care if they put him on the transition tag because it's like 37, so it's a little bit more than what the offer was for. Yeah. I think they'll probably end up getting him for probably around 35 million a year, probably for about 3 years. I think they'll get something done with him here in the next few weeks. So yeah, I think he's going to be their guy. Ryan Leonard's probably going to be the backup, and Ryan Leonard might start the first few games of the season though, depending on where Jones is at health wise. So it's going to be interesting there, but. Yeah, I like what the Colts have done so far.
There's been some rumors out there that some people think the Colts may still be on the guy from Cincinnati, but
Trey Henderson.
Some people still think that could be an option, so we'll see. I hope so, but we'll see. Let's Justin, what do you think about the Pierce and Daniel Jones thing?
Yeah, I think the big key was you were able to sign Daniel. You were able to sign Alec Pierce, which is good. That means you got to be optimistic of Daniel Jones. Alec Pierce was very vocal about keeping Jones in Indianapolis and saying like he's a big part of the reason why he wants to stay in Indianapolis is Daniel Jones. So maybe that's the re-signing of him is a precursor to getting Daniel Jones. If he's wanting $30 million a year, all right. Well, or I don't know. If he's wanting 50 million, he's not getting 50 million. 30 million, I could give him 30 million. I would almost give him 35 with incentives like, hey, if you throw this many yards, we'll give you an extra 1 million. If you throw this many touchdowns or you stay healthy, you play this many games, put incentives in there, and then maybe you might be able to sweeten the deal. Go 32.5 with incentives.
The rumor I heard, they offered him $105 million for 3 years, which would be $35 million a year.
Okay, 35. So let's go 30. Let's go 37 and a half. Just raise it just a little bit and put incentives in there. Maybe that will sweeten the pot up. But if we can't get at some point you got to make a decision. If you're the Indianapolis Colts, are we just gonna keep fighting this out and waste an opportunity to get a guy, or do you just let him walk and sign somebody like a former number 1 overall Kyler Murray, he's officially being released tomorrow, and he's already got a meeting with the Vikings. So, I mean, that's a guy who's a former number 1 overall pick who you can get for $1.5 million. And I mean, honestly, that's a steal. I mean, he can still sling it. He's still very, very fast and mobile. He can make plays. So, I mean, there's a possibility there, but at some point you got to make a decision. Keep fighting the battle with Daniel Jones or go sign for somebody else.
So I think the Colts are sitting in a good spot because they have right now. As of right now, they have Jones they'll have Jones for this season. The only way they're not going to have him for at least this season is going to be if somebody makes him an offer of more than $37 million a year. I don't see anybody doing that. If they do, the Colts get a chance to match it. So say somebody offers them $38 million a year. Well, the Colts can match that if they want. Or if it's more than that, then yeah, you don't have them. But I think Colts are sitting in a good spot because if you have them for this season, I don't think anybody's going to make him an offer more than
I don't either
than that. So you'll have them for this year, and then hey, if it don't go good, next year's quarterback class is a hell of a lot better in the draft than this year's quarterback class. At least they're projected to be. Projected to be a lot more options with Arch Manning and Dante Moore and a lot of them guys probably going to come out. So I think Colts are sitting in a pretty good spot because you're going to have Jones this year, and then if you don't work out a deal with them, you won't have them for next season. But then, hey, if you don't have a great year, you'll try to get somebody in the draft. And Riley Leonard did not play real bad when we played him last year, so why not see what you have on him a little bit? I think that's what they're going to do at the beginning of the season. Why they're waiting on Jones to be 100% healthy.
Yeah. Big Glenn, your thoughts?
I tell you what, it's good to see freaking Chris Bell do something for a change instead of sitting on all that free or that cap money that he's been sitting on. I figured that we was gonna get rid of Zaire Franklin, just based on the fact of his interview during the combine with the Fan Warning Show about a week or two ago. I figured Zaire was gone, but when I was pay attention to the Alec Pierce rumors over the weekend, I thought for sure he's going to New England, but I'm happy we ended up with him anyway. So, but whether or not,
I heard New England offered more money.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't take it, but I'm just happy that we have him. Because I'm sure that's probably a big thing for Daniel to have him, have some weapons. But if things don't work out with Daniel Jones, we can always go get Kirk Cousins and continue this unfortunate cycle at quarterback.
Which Alec Pierce pretty much he kind of said that the Colts had worked out a deal with Daniel Jones yesterday on McAfee show. I don't know if he meant to, but he said
Yeah.
them getting a deal with Jones was kind of a reason about getting a deal done with him. So
So he must think.
that's another. Yeah, so he must think that something's going to happen with Jones and Jones is going to be there because I know Pierce was going to stay. He wanted Jones he wanted Jones there because that was one of his things. He's like, I don't want to keep switching quarterbacks every year.
Yeah,
They've been basically doing that since he'd been with the Colts. So that was another reason I think that they were close to getting something done with Jones was just because the way Pierce was talking during that interview yesterday.
Okay,
I tell you
guys,
what, it's going to suck
go ahead.
not seeing Pat McAfee in WWE for a while.
Yep. Looks like he's going to be busy doing other things from what he says. Okay, guys, let's jump into Miami real quick. We're going to try to do rapid fire because I got a bunch here.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Malik Willis signing about a 3-year deal worth about $22 million a year, guys? A little over $22 million a year. He's a new quarterback in Miami. Justin, what do you think about Malik?
It's good. Rapid fire. I think it's a good move.
What about you, Chris?
Hey, I called it. I've been saying all along
you did.
he was going to Miami as soon as they hired that Halfley and that GM because both them guys are from Green Bay and I've seen them a lot. And then Miami just hired another guy in their front office that was actually with the Titans when the Titans drafted Willis. So they got 3 guys there with the Dolphins that know a whole lot about Willis. Willis looked when he got to play there in Green Bay looked good. I think they got him for a pretty good deal too. They got him for about like that Baker Mayfield deal when he first went to Tampa. So yeah, I think it's a good move from Miami. Hell, I was on board with the Colts looking into Willis. You heard me say that earlier in the year. I think Willis has developed, and I think he has the opportunity to do some good things. We'll just have to see if Miami can build a team around him.
What do you think, Big Glenn?
Not much. It's one of those who gives a shit kind of things because it's the Dolphins and they ain't been shit since Don Shula.
Oh Lord. Okay, let's move on to another team Glenn loves, the New England Patriots. He said earlier, guys, I think they got a good wide receiver in Romeo Doubs. I like that move. I like it a lot, and they also got an edge, Dramont Jones. Big Glenn, what do you think about that?
Good move, but can he stay healthy?
Yeah, I agree. I like Dobbs. I would have been interested in the Colts going after him if they would have lost their
Alec.
guy. But if they'd lost Alec, but again, can he stay healthy? Chris?
Yeah, I think it's a solid move, but that's been Dobbs' biggest issue when he was with Green Bay is being on the field. So I agree with you guys. If he can stay on the field, it'd be a good pickup for New England.
Okay, and Justin.
I agree. Health is a big issue. So if he can stay healthy, he'll have success in New England.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's look at the New Orleans Saints. They picked up a guard in David Edwards. They got running back Travis Etienne from Jacksonville. Also got tight end Noah Fant. And I like Fant and I like Etienne. I don't know a lot about Edwards. I heard a lot of people say good things about him. Chris, what do you think about New Orleans pickups?
No, I like what they're doing. They went to strengthen up the offensive line. They brought in Etienne. It's going to be interesting if they're going to keep Kamara now, or you're going to have Kamara and Etienne in the backfield. They're kind of similar players, other than, of course, Kamara's a little older, but like style-wise, they're kind of similar. So that'll be interesting. That could hint that maybe Kamara's on his way out. But to me, it just proves that the Saints think they found their guy in Tyler Shook, and they're trying to build they're building a team around him, and I think they're going in the right direction.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good move. I think ETN kind of reminds me a little bit of Kamara. So I mean, you're kind of getting a Kamara-like player for less money than Kamara. I think it's a good move. Kamara's on his way out too. He'll probably end up getting cut probably by cut day, and then he'll probably sign with a contender, if if I could guess. But yeah, I think they're in the right direction. I think Tyler Shook has really shown that he could be a leader of a franchise. I don't know how long he'll be able to be that consistent if he continues to get better. I think they'll be in a very, very good place.
Okay. And Big Lynn.
Step in the right direction. Based on how bad the NFC South is, it could put them up there in contention for it.
Yeah. Next, New York Giants, guys. I like this move. Tight end Isaiah Likely. I like that a lot. I think he's a really good tight end. I think that's a great pickup. And they also got a linebacker, Tremaine Edwards. So Edmonds, excuse me. I like that move. Both moves they made there. I like Likely a lot. I have for a couple years. Justin, what do you think about the Giants move?
Yeah, let's continue to build. Continue to get weapons for Jackson Dart and Scatabo. I think it's a good move. Jim Harbaugh is really is about to turn that franchise around.
And Big Lynn.
Likely to, even though they got Isaiah Likely, they are likely to make a run at the NFC East.
Could be. And Chris.
Yeah, I think it's a great pickup. You got a young quarterback. Having a good tight end can be a young quarterback's best friend. Likely is a great contested catch guy as well. With his size, especially down the red zone, you can throw that ball up in the end zone. He can go up and get it. I think it's a great move to add him on the offense with Neighbors and Scattaboo and Dart. And I think John Harbaugh is going to get the Giants turned around, and I think it's going to be pretty quick as well. So, I think it was a real good move.
Yeah, I think a lot of the teams in that NFC East got better. I think that East is going to be a hell of a division next year. Let's go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chris, they traded for Michael Pittman. They got cornerback Jamal Dean, and they also signed running back Rico Dowdy. So, of course, they did lose Kenneth Gainwell. But I like what Pittsburgh did. Do you think Rodgers is going to come back and be the quarterback now?
I do. I think Rodgers is going to play one more year. I love the Pittman pickup for Pittsburgh. They needed at least a real good number 2 guy to go on the other side of Metcalf. And I mean, Pittman's been the number 1 guy before, so bringing in a guy like him, and he gives him a guy that is comfortable going over the middle, where they can attack that middle of the field, and they have not had that. I think Pittman was a great pickup. I like the Dowdle pickup as well. Dowdle can be a real physical runner, and I think having a physical guy as a back there in Pittsburgh, where you're in the AFC North, where you're playing the cold a lot, is a good thing. So I like what Pittsburgh is doing. I think it's going to be. I think Rodgers is going to come back and play for him. If not, I think they'll end up going after maybe somebody, or you might see Will Howard get a chance to see what he can do.
I agree. What do you think, Justin?
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh getting Pittsburgh with the moves they made, getting Pittman. I think Aaron Rodgers does come back. If not, I think they go in the direction of getting or letting Will Howard possibly get the start. If not, they could possibly sign, a Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is going to be a hot commodity, regardless what people think about him, because again, he's a former number 1 overall pick. His price tag is going to be $1.5 million. He's not going to be too expensive. He's still very valuable with his legs. He's he can still sling the ball. So I think if Rodgers doesn't come back, they'll be in the hunt definitely for Kyler Murray. But I think all signs point to him coming back, especially with Mike McCarthy being there. It definitely feels like a Rodgers farewell to it.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Chris.
I think Kyler Murray is going to Minnesota. I think that'll be announced probably tomorrow or the day after. Because I think Murray and them quarterbacks get released tomorrow is when they're actually officially released. But I think Murray's going to go to Minnesota. But I do think that Kirk Cousins could be a guy that could end up in Pittsburgh if Rodgers does not play.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could also see like a Kirk Cousins being in Arizona as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Arizona did sign Minshew.
Yeah.
Last I heard Arizona was supposed to roll with Brissett as the starter.
Yeah. There's places that I think Kyler Murray could do well. I think Minnesota's one. And I'll be honest with you. I think the Indianapolis Colts is another because of the coach. I don't think he could be on every team because it's not because of his play on the field. I think it's been his attitude and some things off field. I think if he gets with the right coaches, and I've heard a bunch of good stuff about Minnesota's coaches. I've said great things about people. Jones is one that says great things. So I think if he gets with the right team, Kyler Murray's got ability. And go ahead.
Yeah, because you know where Kyler Murray fitting perfectly at? He fit in well with the Las Vegas Raiders because over there at that one casino called Luxor, there's a video game league there. He could play Call of Duty League, and it would be a match made in heaven.
Yeah, you get him over there, and he'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Big Glenn, what do you think about the Pittsburgh deal with Pittman and Dowdy?
Since we're going rapid fire on that one, I'll give you a one-liner. Still contention for the AFC North.
Okay. Real quick, guys. San Francisco and Mike Evans. I like this move.
Love this
move.
If
he stays healthy. Hey, I wouldn't have had a problem if the Colts went after Mike Evans. If I knew he was going to be healthy, because he's a touchdown machine.
Yes.
If he's healthy, he's a touchdown machine. He really is. I like it a lot. Chris, I know you like it.
I love this move. I think it was a great move for both sides. And the 49ers got him on a pretty decent deal too. It wasn't like he was trying to break the bank or anything. I think he just felt like it was time to change of scenery.
Yep.
But to give Brock Purdy a weapon like Evans to go along with McCaffrey and Kittle, that's to me a great pickup for the 49ers.
I agree. What do you think, Big Glenn?
Hey, Seattle just lost Ken Walker, but that was expected. This move could put San Francisco back on top.
If they can get healthy, I don't disagree, man.
Well, absolutely.
They weren't healthy at all last year.
And still was right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the crazy part of it.
What do you think, Justin?
Oh, you want me to play devil's advocate?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
I think it's a good move for San Francisco. As much as I hate San Francisco, being an Arizona Card fan,
I understand.
Having a weapon like Mike Evans, who's a touchdown machine, is going to be huge for San Francisco. However, it's not going to be for Brock Purdy. I think what's going to happen early in the season, Brock Purdy's going to go down. Maybe week 3, week 4, 5. Early on, he's going to go down. He's going to be out for the rest of the year. Mac Jones is going to come in, and Mac Jones is going to lead the 49ers to the Super Bowl.
Oh, shit.
Why is everybody always hating on Brock Purdy? God.
I like Brock Purdy. I like Mac Jones also, though.
And Mac Jones will go sign somewhere else next year.
Okay.
And he'll get paid $40 million.
Okay, guys.
Let's probably get that $50 million.
Okay.
Oh, we'll be surprised because we know that he potentially can be.
Tampa Bay got running back Kenneth Gainwell. I like this deal for Tampa Bay. I like Gainwell. I know they lost Evans, but Gainwell's a pretty decent running back, and he's a hell of a receiver out of the backfield. Justin, what do you think about that?
Excuse me. Yeah, Gainwell. It's a good move. Gainwell continues to get better. He's kind of a scrappy veteran. So to see him getting the role that he getting paid and for the role he did in Pittsburgh. I think it's a good move. It wasn't too expensive, so as long as it continues, I think it's going to play out for both sides.
And Chris, what do you think?
No, I think it was a good move for both sides. Gainwell's a good back, and I think that was something that Tampa Bay was kind of missing with somebody out of the backfield that can catch the ball. I don't think they've really had that kind of back over the last season or so. So I think it gives them another dimension. So yeah, I like the deal.
And Big Lynn.
I like it because it's insurance for Bucky, because obviously you got other guys have been talking about already. Is Bucky's not good at catching the ball out of the backfield, so I figured it's a good insurance buy.
Okay, let's talk about the Arizona Cardinals. I know Justin wants to talk about this. They did some moves. They got wide receiver Kendrick Bourne. I like that. They did sign up running back Tyler Algier, which I think is a decent pickup. I don't know if he's going to be the starter. I guess it depends on the health of the other running backs. They got, no, pronounce his name right, offensive guard Isaac Samalo. They got defensive lineman Roy Lopez. And of course, they did get Minshew, as I would assume he's going to be the backup quarterback.
That's right.
We'll see. So, Justin, your thoughts on your Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of I like the moves that we made. I mean, we're bringing in Gardner Minshew. What's the worst going to happen? He's gonna end up being the starter over Jacoby Brissett that we got. So I mean, it's a good quarterback to bring in for a quarterback battle. And hey, maybe we're going to go after a quarterback in the draft. But the Kendrick Bourne move is a good move that helps spread the field out a little bit more for not only Marvin Harrison Jr. but also for Michael Wilson, and also for Trey McBride. So I think that's a huge move. Getting Tyler Algier, I think it's going to help us in the running back field, especially trying to keep James Conner healthy. If you can give Conner 30 carries a game, or limit him down to 20 carries a game, and then let I almost said Kenneth Walker, and let Tyler Algier have those extras. Give him the extra 40 or 25, 30, 40 carries a game. So have them split a little bit, but maybe give Tyler Algier just a little bit more. I see you guys smirking and laughing.
How many times they go run the ball games? 70 times?
I'm not saying that. Hey, if it works, it works. I mean, did you see what Knox High School did in Indiana?
Yeah.
The offense Justin's talking about the Cardinals running. They don't need a quarterback.
Don't need receivers either.
Just run the raw car offense.
I'm just saying, okay, if he gets 15 carries a game and this one gets 15 carries a game, cool. But I'm just making an example.
35 for James Conner and 35 for Terry Algier.
I mean, when you're going to look at it, I mean, in an NFL game, an offense, you're going to run about 70 plays in offense. So splitting the carries, splitting the plays.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about Algier, when he got the ball, he ran well. He just didn't get the ball a lot because the team he was on. But I mean, he ran for good yardage. I mean, he averaged pretty good yardage per carry. He just didn't get the ball very much.
I think it gives you a good 1-2 punch with him and Conner, because plus they're different style backs too. So,
yep.
Yeah, I like the pickup.
Yeah, I do too. What do you think, Big Glenn?
I think it would be funny though to see James Conner and Terry Algier just run straight wildcat, and just see what the hell happens.
Oh shit!
See if anybody can stop it. And Gardner Minshew would be like our old Colts punter back in the day, where he was just out there collecting shit just because he's a Peyton Manning. No, on serious note, man, Arizona it's tough being in the NFC West, because you got 3 Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
So it's a step in the right direction, but they got a long fucking way to go.
Yep, they do. Let's talk about the Atlanta, man. They went out, probably made the move of the free agency. They're going to get Tua Tagovailoa, or however you say his
Shit.
name, and they did re-sign Kyle Pitts. Justin, what do you think what Atlanta's doing?
As long as you don't get hit in the head, I mean, it'd be a good move for Tua. No, I really hope it's a good I really hope it's a good reset for Tua Tagovailoa. Atlanta, the Dirty South has not been very, very good to it. They've struggled ever since the Super Bowl. So it'd be nice to see Hot Atlanta get back into prime time, but yeah, I like the move. I mean, he can't be any worse than Michael Penix.
See, I like Penix, but I don't think he was ready. And they kind of rushed him, I thought. So we'll see. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good move just because of with Stefanski being the coach there now. I think Tua fits what he wants to do. He wants to be able his quarterback to be able to make those layered throws over the middle on crossing routes, and that's something Tua can do. So yeah, me personally, I think if I was Atlanta, I'd probably went the Kyler Murray direction over Tua, but especially because you're getting Murray at a whole lot friendlier deal than what you're going to get Tua at. But I think Atlanta's trying to build something there and move in the right direction. I see where they're going because I do think Tua is a good fit in Stefanski's system. So it'll be interesting to see if they can get the offense going because they're a team that seems every year they have weapons, but just ain't been able to get them weapons to perform up to the expectations of what people thought.
Yeah, they got one of the best running backs in the league. So, Big Glenn, what do you think?
I think it's a good move for Atlanta. It gets them potentially to shore up the quarterback position if Penix doesn't work out. But they need to get a freaking bomb squad suit for Tua because if he takes another hit, it ain't gonna be, it could potentially be harmful. So I figured, give him some safety protection or whatever the hell you call it.
Next up, Carolina Panthers, guys. They got him a good edge in Jalen Phillips. They got a linebacker in Devin Lloyd, and they got him a backup quarterback, Kenny Pickett. So, Chris, what do you think about those moves?
Yeah, I like what the Panthers are doing. It's kind of weird to me, that the Panthers won the AFC South or NFC South last year. But now they have them as projected to finish last in that division this year. So
yeah,
that was kind of weird to me. But no, I think they were solid pickups. I think getting Pickett as a backup is a good move, especially with a slight size quarterback in Bryce Young. I think it's good to have a competent backup at quarterback in case he goes down. So yeah, I like what the Panthers are doing. I think they've been trying to build that team, and I think they're staying consistent with what they've been wanting to do. So, and United States is about to get fucking run ruled
by Italy.
We're down 8-0, top of the sixth.
Man, Justin, what do you think about the Carolina's moves with Phillips and Pickett and Lloyd?
Yeah, I think they're beefing up the beef up the defense is a good move. Kenny Pickett, I mean, it's a solid backup. Yeah, it's still hard to believe that they won the division last year. But it'll be interesting to see how the division turns out this year. I mean, I'm looking at the Buccaneers. They don't really flash out to me as a favorite to me anymore. I mean, you lose Mike Evans. Yeah, you might still have Chris Godwin, and you still got in Buka or whatever his name is.
Yep.
But I mean, seeing Mike Evans there, I mean, I look at that and I'm already looking at them being the favorite. But losing him, I think that division is still going to be up in the air.
Yeah. What do you think, Big Glenn?
I see where they built their defense up a little bit. The NFC South is completely wide open, so it's one of those kinds of things that any team could rattle off 9 wins and win the division. So
Yep. Chris, Cincinnati got him an edge, and Maffey, and they also signed a safety and Cook. What do you think about Cincinnati's moves?
At least they're trying to do something on the defensive side of the ball because they haven't done that for about 3 or 4 years, and that's why they've been losing games. They can score 30 points a game, but still lose because they can't stop nobody. So I like that they're going defense. It's going to be. I still think they messed up. They've messed up over the last couple of years the Trey Hendrickson thing, and now going to probably lose him. I think they messed that situation up, but at least they're attacking the defensive side of the ball, which I think they need to do.
What do you think, Big Glenn?
I like it. It's an attempt to shore up a situation that they've been needed to take care of, which is the defense side of the ball. Their offense is all right, so. But with all those defensive guys in the AFC North, man, pray for Joe Burrow's health.
Yes. And what do you think, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see them make moves, and hopefully, Burrow can stay healthy. That we can see, see them back to that high flying offense that they used to be, or that led them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think they still need some help on the offensive line too. But yeah, it's good to see him address that defense. I agree. Let's talk a little Dallas Cowboys. Big Glenn. They traded for a defensive lineman edge. He had 7.5 sacks last year. Rashawn Gary. They kept Pickens. So what do you think about the Dallas Cowboys?
They're gonna be all right. They may not win the division, but the Cowboys, big Cowboys.
Okay. What do you think, Chris?
I mean, I don't know. They're the Cowboys. They've stayed about about status quo. I don't think their moves made them a whole lot better, but it might have made them a little bit better. So it'd be interesting. To me, a lot of them is they got to stay healthy on the offensive side of the ball, and then they got to get some kind of pass rush.
Yep. I think Gary will help a little bit with the pass rush. I mean, he's decent. And then I think they got to go about all defense in this draft. So we'll see how that goes. What do you think, Justin?
Oh, they'll choke in the playoffs, or they won't even make the playoffs. So, not worried about it.
Okay, let's talk a little bit of Houston. Houston signed safety Reed Blankenship and also signed offensive lineman, Braden Smith, former Colt. Chris, what do you think about what Houston did?
I like what they've done. They needed help on offensive line. So getting Smith, that's a good move. And then they got another piece on the defense. But to me, their biggest thing is CJ Stroud going to take the next step in development, or is he going to keep kind of declining since his what he done his rookie year? We haven't really seen him play at that same level since. So is he going to be able to take that next step or not? I think it's the biggest thing for the Texans. But I like what they did so far. Got to improve the offensive line and try to help Stroud, and I think getting Smith does help that. And I think you're going to see him go some offensive line in the draft as well. So I like what they're doing.
Okay, and what about you, Justin?
Yeah, I like what they're doing. I think adding some depth like Braden Smith really helps keep CJ Stroud healthy. I mean, if he could stay healthy and make the right decisions, I think the Texans could easily be a favorite. Once again, a favorite in the AFC South.
And Big Glenn.
Their defense is good, so they'll be in contention. So whether or not CJ Stroud can get them over the hump, that's another quest to be determined.
Okay, got a couple more teams, guys. The Rams traded for cornerback Trent McDuffie from Kansas City, and also got cornerback Jalen Watson. I like the Rams, man. I think they're going to be a really good team. I love the McDuffie move, and I think Watson helps too. So, Chris, what do you think about the Rams?
Yeah, I like what they're doing. Their biggest weakness last year was their secondary, and they went out and got two corners from Kansas City and that are used to playing together and brought them to Los Angeles. So, and not just two corners, two good corners in McDuffie and Watson. So, yeah, I love the move for the Rams, and I think it just shows more that they're pretty much all in because they know they don't have Stafford for too many more seasons. This could be the last season they have him. So. Yeah, I like the move. That was their biggest weakness last year was the secondary on defense and special teams, and they addressed that problem with the secondary.
And what do you think, Justin?
Yeah, I like the moves. Like Chris said, the biggest problem was their secondary. They beefed it up, and they need to. They don't know if this is going to be the last year, so might as well go all out now.
Yeah, that's true. And Big Lynn.
It keeps them in contention. It shores up their back end of defense.
United States is on the board. Oh,
Oh,
About time.
it's only 8-1. 8-1.
Next up, Tennessee, guys. They made some moves. They got wide receiver Wandale Robinson, defensive tackle John Franklin Myers, and two cornerbacks, Alante Taylor and Cordell Flatt. What do you think? What Tennessee did, Chris?
I like what Tennessee's doing. I think Tennessee's going to be. I'm not going to say they're going to be a lot better this year, but I think they will be some better. I like the Robert Saleh hire as head coach there, and then I love that they brought in Dayball as their offensive coordinator with Cam Ward, and then now you see that they're trying to build around that, and their defense wasn't terrible last year. Defense actually kept them in some games last year, so if you can add to that and then build the offensive side of the ball up some, I think they'll get moving in the right direction. But I like what they're doing this offseason. I thought they done great on the coaches that they hired, and then I think they're doing pretty good so far in free agents.
I agree. I like the moves they made too. Big Lynn.
I don't think they're going to be the pushover that we're used to seeing them. With them being in the AFC South with the Colts. Wandale Robinson is obviously going to be a huge get for Cam Ward. Hey, that's going to be a dangerous duo. I'm calling that now. So we could be seeing some issues when it comes to going up against those guys. So.
Okay, and what do you think, Justin?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be some. It was some good moves. They made some good moves.
Okay, we got one team left, guys. Washington Redskins. They got Edge Adafe Owe.
Washington who?
I said Redskins, didn't I?
Yeah, yes, you did.
Sorry, guys. Hey, I'm old, man. It should still be Redskins.
I'll be honest with you. I have to agree with you.
Commanders. Sorry, guys. Edge Adafe Owe, defensive tackle Tim Settle, and cornerback Amik Robinson. Big Glenn, what do you think about Washington's moves?
No clue, honestly. I'm not sure where they stand. They stand as far as that's concerned. So,
I like the edge they pick up Owe a lot. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I like the edge rusher they that they picked up. I think that was a need that they needed. They're a weird team because 2 years ago they just kind of exploded in Jaden Daniels' rookie year, and then last year they didn't even look close to that team. Which Daniels was hurt a lot, but even when he was healthy, the offense didn't flow the way it was the year before. I don't know if it was the offensive line or so. It's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back this year. But I do think they getting that edge rusher was a big thing for them because that was something on the defensive side of the ball where they struggled.
Okay, and Justin, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good move. Again, I agree with Chris. They struggled on the defensive edge side, so yeah, I like the moves, and let's get football season started.
Yeah, I'm ready. We got a long time to wait.
No.
Real quick, let's switch up to a couple other things real quick, and we'll get out of here, guys. Chris, I know you said that the World Baseball Classic, United States getting their butt kicked by Italy. Now that will make them 3-1. Do they still qualify, or where are they at?
Yeah, they'll still move on to the tournament bracket. They just went. I think they'd probably be the number 2 seed instead of number 1 seed.
Okay.
And the thing is, it's been a couple big errors on defenses cost them because Italy only has 4 hits. They have 4 hits and 8 runs. Like United States has 3 hits and 1 run. So, but them two errors led to some of them runs, and that's been the biggest difference in the game. It's bottom of the 6th. United States is still up to bat. They've scored 1 run so far this inning, but yeah, they're going to really have to put three good offensive innings together to have any chances of getting back in this game.
Okay. All right. Thought you guys let you know what was going on with the World Baseball Classic. The tournament starts, was it a couple days this weekend?
I'm not 100% sure if it might be this weekend. 'Cause I think when they go to the tournament, it starts to move more towards one site. Because right now they're playing some games here, some games in Japan.
Yeah.
I think
want to say it's
all to one site.
I want to say it's Saturday. I thought I seen the 14th.
That sounds right.
Glenn, would you have
yeah, they have something, man. Those Team USA WBC jerseys are nice.
Yeah,
are they?
Yeah,
they usually
absolutely.
I really like the hats.
Yeah, and I tell you what, man, it was good to see somebody not named Tyler Reddick win on Sunday in NASCAR, man, because Ryan Blaney got the job done.
I was getting ready to go to NASCAR. I was going to see if you wanted to use our new name, Big Glenn.
I don't know about that name.
Okay,
I ain't touching that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Ryan Blaney won the Phoenix. What'd you think of that race, Big Glenn?
I thought it was a great race. I love how they use the tire options and stuff for this race because it makes it interesting because you had a lot happen during the last part of the race where you had a lot of the top contenders for the wins, they started having right fronts go down, and even though my pick to win, Christopher Bell, was leading the race, Ryan Blaney made the correct move on pit lane and took 2 tires because there was enough cautions within the last 30 laps that it was able to keep him out in front.
Okay, yeah. I'm forgetting the guy's name and who'd been winning the last 3 races.
Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick. He finished top 10, didn't he?
Hey, he got up in there at the end. Was starting to maybe creep up into the top 3, but he never got farther than that. So.
Okay. Chris or Justin, you guys got anything on the NASCAR?
No, sir.
No, I didn't watch any of it. I was watching the Big Ten wrestling finals, which was real good. Penn State dominated. Had 8 guys. There's 10 weight classes in college wrestling. They had 8 guys in the finals, and 7 of them won. So they had 7 Big Ten champions off one team. Guy from Indiana, Jesse Mendez, got a Big Ten championship, and he's going for his 3rd national championship here in a couple weeks. But some real good matches in the finals. First 3 matches all went to, or the first 2 matches went into overtime and sudden victory. So there was a lot of Big Ten championships didn't disappoint, which they never do. Big Ten's toughest conference in wrestling has been for years. So, that was a fun watch.
IndyCar in Phoenix was amazing too. The attendance number and the viewership number was pretty insane, honestly. And I feel like IndyCar and NASCAR need to do more weekends like that to get the fan engagement. Now they have done that in Indy a few years ago when the NASCAR was running the road course at the Brickyard. And the only thing that sucks about that is that you have a lot of local IndyCar fans that turn their nose up at NASCAR. So if they're going to do that, I say don't do it in Indy.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
You want to do it. You want to do it where people are going to support both. I agree with you
Yeah.
100%. Because I'm starting to get into NASCAR, and probably because of you, Glenn.
Yeah.
I watched some of the race, didn't watch all of it, but I watched. I was switching. I'll be honest. I was switching back between the
Yeah.
wrestling, the college wrestling, and the NASCAR.
I love
but I
both.
enjoy it. But I've IndyCar, man. I just grew up, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say I'm a huge fan. There's bigger fans, but I followed it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I remember in the '70s, the Unsers and AJ Floyd. So I'm old as dirt, so I've been around a long time. So my heart's a little more with IndyCar.
Yeah.
Of course, Newgarden won that race. That was good to see. I like Joseph Newgarden. Alex Palou, who was the big champion last year, destroyed everybody. He only got 24, so he had a bad day.
Yeah.
So
I'm
okay,
a big
guys,
fan. Yeah. I'll
go
go
ahead, Big
ahead.
Glenn.
One small note. I'm a big fan of NASCAR, and I love both IndyCar as well. But I know how the local IndyCar fans are here in Indiana, and it's just unfortunate that they can't get around that ego part of it. So
Yeah, I understand. You, Chris or Justin, you guys got anything on the IndyCar?
No, sir.
Okay, 'cause I know you go to 500 every now and then, don't you, Justin?
Yeah, I go every year.
Yeah, I thought you did. I thought I remembered that. Okay, guys, let's talk just a little bit of UFC. Chris, I know we was out at a wrestling show. Me, you, and Justin, but I know I got to see the last couple of fights, mostly the last one. What do you think of what you got to see? You called it. I'm a Holloway fan, so I was wanting Holloway to win. Not that I dislike Olivier, but he was just Olivier just too big for him, in my opinion. I know the same weight class, but there was a huge difference, in my opinion. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, that fight went a lot like I thought it was going to. Holloway's only chance of beating Oliveira is if he keep it on the feet. And Oliveira was able to take him down, and when he did, he was able to control him and do a little bit of damage. Hit him with some big elbows, but yeah, Oliveira pretty much controlled that whole fight. When, like I said, because last time they fought, Holloway won, but it was because of an injury. It wasn't like the fight only lasted like a minute, and then Oliveira had to quit because of that shoulder. So yeah, I thought with a healthy Oliveira, I wish I put a little bit of money on it because Oliveira was the underdog and dominated. In the co-main event, Barhalo was just too much. He was just too much for De Ritter, and he controlled most of that fight. Then were basically the two fights I got to see. I didn't really get to see none of the other ones by the time we got home. But I thought there was one. No, I'm not seeing that one on here. Rob Font got beat, which that surprised me a little bit. Garbrandt won. But that was another fight I picked. So I know. I'm trying to remember what the third fight. I wrote it down somewhere, but I know two of the guys I picked won. My pick's done pretty good because the United States team won too.
Well, I'm glad you didn't pick him tonight.
They're getting their ass kicked tonight. They've been playing good. I watched them play last night against Mexico, and I thought after they won that game, I thought they'd win this game tonight, but
yeah,
not looking good. But no, UFC wasn't too bad. I like it being on Paramount. I think it's been going pretty good so far on Paramount. And from what I hear, the views have been pretty good. I know if you watch anything on Paramount, they promote the fuck out of the UFC fight nights and upcoming UFC shows. So
yeah, they do promote.
So yeah, I think that partnership's going pretty good. I'm looking forward to the White House fight here in a couple months. So it's going to be should be a pretty good spring and summer for UFC.
Yeah, I agree. One other thing, real quick, Chris, I was going to ask you. I seen where, unless it's fake news, and it could be, but I'm going to ask you because you might know.
Yeah, we know about that fake news.
Dana White was slamming on Zuffa boxing. I thought he was behind that.
I haven't heard anything. I don't know nothing about that. I'll have to look into it.
Okay.
Because he is. Like, he's one of the guys that runs that. Him and damn it, the Saudi guy, and I think Khan has something to
Yeah.
do with it.
Yeah, I wonder if they had a falling out or something because I really think it was. I don't think I seen it on my phone. I think I seen it on TV. I think I seen the report on TV. So check into it and see what you can find out about that and let me know. You guys got anything before we get out of here?
I do, but it's gonna be for
Yes, sir.
off air.
Oh, off air. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey Justin, you got anything else before we get out of here?
Nope.
And Chris, what about you?
No, hopefully United States can bounce back from this game and put something together when the tournament play starts. Because tonight has not been
Our night.
their night at all.
The only thing I got is tomorrow night, guys, 10 o'clock Eastern. We'll be on with GWR's hot seat with OG Tony and the gang. And not only that, I've got like 7 or 8 questions, but then I have true or not true. Not no fucking false. It's true or not true. Join us for that. And hey guys, we'll appreciate you guys watching and hit the like and subscribe. And we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Hold on, I'm looking for the button.